Few days ago, there is this video that was that made it to the social media where terrorists were shooting, and in an execution style, they killed INEC staff that were registering people for their vote or their election or sharing voters card, and they recorded it and posted it on social media. And just like as expected, or somebody just started something, PDP vuvuzelas, PDP apologists, they bombarded everywhere. Look at this thing that IPOB just did. IPOB, you know what I mean? Until they realized that this was never done by the IPOB. It was never done by the ESN. And in fact, the criminals who have been perpetrating this crime, they have no relationship with IPOB at all. But guess what? They now turned around. They said, even if it's not IPOB that did it, it was IPOB that caused it. Is it not IPOB that is saying they want to break away? They want to break away. If IPOB is not, if Nnamdi Kanu is not asking for a referendum, some people will not be killing people in the name of IPOB. That's how they changed it. Just to still make them justify the killings of their own fellow brothers and sisters. PDP boys and girls on social media, some of them in America, some of them in the UK, they started talking about how dangerous, how terrorist IPOB is and that. But guys, the video of the Nigerian military killing innocent people, innocent Igbos, your own brothers and sisters, even if you don't like Nnamdi Kanu, even if you now if they are looking for killers, do you now justify burning their houses and all of that? Surprisingly, I didn't see all of them on social media again, blaming the Nigerian military for what they did. You know what? They are now saying it is because IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu, they have been bragging and this and that. That is why the killings of innocent people by the military happened. That they caused it, Joe. They have to deal with all of them. They call them, what they call them when they want to, they call them Umu Elohim. They think they are mocking them. PDP boys from Igbolando, because of Peter Obi and the PDP Sha. So they decide to throw their own brothers and sisters under the bus for the military to kill them and justify. So now that they are burning people's properties on Easter Day, I didn't see all these PDP to come out again. These PDP boys on social media come out again and say, why are you killing our people? This is not done by unknown gunmen. No, we've seen the video. We've seen this and that. Nobody is talking. Nobody is talking. They are saying they deserve it. But do you want me to shock you? Make I shock you, my brothers and sisters. You see that scene that you saw in that video, where military were shooting everything, burning everything, including a guest house where people were having Easter party. Do you know that if you are sitting in America, if you are sitting in London, sitting anywhere in Europe, or any safe place you are all over the world, as an Igbo man, an Igbo woman, and you justify this carnage going on, or you live in denial of it, or you, as many others find convenient, blame Nnamdi Kanu, blame IPOB for this whole thing. Do you know that you could find yourself, you could be in that house where you say you want to go and do Easter? Do you know that? And you could get caught up in that carnage. Now, from that moment, you as a returnee from America, who have been blaming IPOB, when you see the soldiers, the first impression you have is what? Oh, they are soldiers, no problem. People, hey, they are soldiers, Abi. And then they will shoot you and kill you. It can happen to you. If you have any reason that you are scared of going to Eastern Nigeria, please, ladies and gentlemen, they might have made you believe that the insecurity in Eastern Nigeria is because of IPOB. It is what they want you to believe in. Those who are killing people in Eastern Nigeria, I can give you some names. You can fill in the blanks of the rest. Start with Oples Uzodinjo. After that, pick up Okorocha. And after that, cross down to Ebonyi and pick on Umayi. Pick on all the Igbo governors. And then you have those who are sponsoring the insecurity in Eastern Nigeria. Because they are actually the collaborators. They are the people who point at those who are stubborn. Which local government people stubborn? Nothing where you tell them. And since it is all political, here is this. Military walk in and kill people. Burn down their properties, burn their shops, burn their businesses, and the rest of that. Right? That is exactly fear you should have. They now have what they call Ebubeagu, Ebube lizard, or Ebube whatever. Ebubeagu was supposed to go after the criminals who are causing crime in Igbo land, including the Fulani terrorists who are encroaching on people's lands and killing them in Igbo land. We have seen reports, including in this 2022, in this April, they've attacked the Enugu Fulani terrorists. They've killed people there. So people are already grouping, coming together to fight back all this crime, all these criminals, I would rather say, all these criminals. But, those who are telling you to blame it on IPOB, there are so many of these guys. Ebubeagu no longer go after criminals. They are going after, say that one, say Chima na IPOB. I don't look for that Chima tete. Na Chima will go deal with this week. Ebubeagu will move from their base, load their guns, battle ready. They are going to Chima's house. If they get to Chima's house, if they don't meet Chima, they will start shooting everybody there, burning Chima's house. And they will say it's because Chima is ESN. And you know Chima's crime, because Chima is IPOB. And what is IPOB? Indigenous people of Biafra. And you can say indigenous person of Biafra. That's what Chima is crime and only crime. He didn't kill, he didn't kidnap, he didn't force anyone, he didn't bully anyone, but because they know themselves, it's just like the OPC. You know, when we had the olden days of OPC in Yoruba land, when OPC gone rogue, and OPC became the killing tool in the hand of the powerful, what happened? They profile people. Once they say, you are enemy of this person and that person, they've reported you. So if the agenda is that if you kill any IPOB, government of Nigeria will even give you money to say, well done. It doesn't matter. Just kill anyone. So innocent people are being targeted. Many people have, because they are IPOB member. They are not even like ESN, not like vigilantes or ESN or protecting forest, but because they know the IPOB and the commander of Ebubeagu in their community is probably eyeing their wife or eyeing their property. All that Ebubeagu leader, Ebubeagu director need to do is to say, Chima, Chinedu, Uche is IPOB. And if they kill Uche in Igbo land today, is justified. And it is a crime. That is what I want you to see. So they justify who they kill. And all they need to say is, they are the people disturbing Eastern Nigeria. They will never give them the opportunity to defend themselves. There is no evidence against them that they committed any crime. But once they are killed, they've told you, IPOB is dangerous now. Yes, IPOB used to be peaceful. IPOB is still peaceful. They are keeping Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB members chose never to protest. They chose never to to sit out anywhere or disturb anybody. They said they want to sit at home. Okay? Then IPOB said they have a lifted sit at home. Anybody who wants to sit at home every Monday is free to do that. You are not forced to do it. If you want to go and open your business, you should go out there and do it. They said some people are intimidating people from opening their businesses. It is then the job of the government to provide security for those people. Is that not their job? Why should they now be going into people's homes where people are there peacefully? They don't have gun, they don't have knife, they don't have anything. And they are attacked and killed in their homes. So think about that. And it can be you, it can be anyone. So rather than be scared of IPOB, you should be scared of the system that continued to escalate the crisis. The military in eastern Nigeria, they are not there, okay? They are not there to bring peace. They are not there to bring security. They are there to kill, to steal, to rape, to burn, to destroy, and just to wreck and destroy the eastern Nigeria. And look at those politicians who don't see it like that. The politicians in eastern Nigeria who felt like IPOB is a threat that could likely, overthrow them of their own privileges, right? That they pray every now and then that Nnamdi Kanu and the IPOB people should never understand or realize the magnitude of the power they have. You know, when you have the people on your side, you have a lot, you have everything, right? So because of that, they unleash all this propaganda. They unleash all these killings. I have told you, I am not in support of violence. And I have said it. If any kind of criminality, if any kind of lawlessness lasted in any part of Nigeria for more than 48 hours, my brothers and sisters, do you still need anybody to tell you that the government is behind it? Now, look at this picture very well. Some people said, you know, when we talk about choice, okay, where people say, we want to do our things, we don't want to be disturbed, we don't want to be harassed, we don't want to be bullied, we don't want to be killed, we don't want to be taxed. Now, if you see anybody going about taxing people, collecting money from them forcefully, taking their properties, it is the job of the government to fish out those people. You don't kill them, you prosecute them, you jail them. That is what you should do. You don't go after innocent people to justify the crimes of those few if you are not those behind it. And that crime they are committing in justifying the crimes of those they are sponsoring is what I want you to see. It should be on record. Nigeria government, Nigeria is committing genocide. Nigeria is massacring our own people simply because they identified as indigenous people of Biafra. Now, if you don't like them, that should never justify the crime of genocide against them. Because you know what? When you justify that, you will be caught up in them. I mean, it one day. And when you are caught up in it, look at the whole support. Look, you can imagine the shock on your face. Imagine the military coming to your own community, burning your properties, forcing you to flee, run for your dear lives, killing your family members. And just like that, everything happens so fast. Tell me, if you survive, would you still believe in this one Nigeria? Of course not. And as it is, I picked this up earlier today. It was from Pastor or Reverend or Bishop Mbaka. A bad clock can be or will always be correct twice in a day. And in this case, twice is right.
So I when ta Good Friday mbosi nwere onwe isai anyị na-ekpe maka nwere onwe nke nwanne anyị Nnamdi o nwere onwe tata sita to ma kwusata o nwere onye kwutere na okwu batara ya na mba mụ abụ onye izi bịabere ịbịa ka mba Simon Ekpa wee pịa mịa sị na a ga-apịa ba mana gọta n'ọkwa ugwu ka a na-akwanyere m mmechikwa ọnụ zere ha na sitatum. I went home and meditated on that. It's painful. But it is now a responsibility upon us to pray out that our brother. So I went to Chukwa Kenu n'isi ya. Ebe ọbụla ọ nọ ya mara na ụmụnne ya wenere ya aka elu. Ọkwa nsọ nụrụ ude nwa na-agba n'ọsọ. Onye nụrụ ude nwa na-agba n'ọsọ. Onye nụrụ ude nwa na-agba n'ọsọ. Ị nụrụ ude nwa na-agba n'ọsọ. Onye ọbụla guzoro ọtọ. It is not enough. It is not enough that we are complaining that the economy of the Igbo land is collapsing because of sit at home. Hello? You may not know the impact of this sit at home issue. It is so painful to any business person. Oh, Sunday Orlu, you gonna try to jolly call the remana. Orina go talk, Haman Jola, go salary. But for people who have businesses, so we have to lift our hands because the secret of that sit at home is the releasing of Nnamdi Kanu. If Nnamdi is free today, sit at home will stop today. So lift your hand. We pray for prisoners. And one of us is imprisoned. And because of his importance, even the government could not stop sit at home. Has said, go to work, go to work. Yet they are in their houses. And if they are about to move, they will use about 20 security vehicles around themselves. So we shall lift our hands to pray. For over 3 years now, this is the year Igbo people have farmed. Listen. For over 3 years now, this is the best year Igbo people had farmed. We are thanking our young men who helped to clear the farms from herdsmen disturbances.
Did you hear that? Yeah. Even when they tell you to hate them, even if they underreport their efforts, the idea behind Eastern Security Network that Nnamdi Kanu birthed was for the young people, young and old, in Igbo land to volunteer to become local vigilantes as the people who understand their own terrains, their communities, their farms, and all of that, to provide a sort of a cluster-like security system after the collapse of the Nigerian security system that brought about all of this whole problem in the first place. So the idea of ESN was it wasn't like they are going to bring fighters, go and bring... no. The idea of ESN was, if the police has failed, if the military failed, if the government failed and all of that, the people are willing to protect themselves if they receive the right support. So they were supposed to be cluster-like security formation. You know, young people in this community, they come together. Young people in that community, old people, they come together. And they form a kind of a, security bond force to clear all their farms of these encroaching Fulani terrorists. Because it's real. Your government and the politicians continue to try to say, talking about it is like trying to cause problem. No. There is already problems. That is the problem, right? They want you to believe that talking about it is going to cause problems, right? But what they are not telling you is that there is already problems that they are hiding from you. And whenever you found out, they give it a different narrative. But every time they try to hide them from you, people die. And we're talking about human beings, man. So that was what brought the idea of ESN. The idea of ESN was not to come and fight army, to come and fight police, to come and fight. No. This was supposed to be vigilant. And most of the time, most of the people in ESN, they were already vigilantes in their communities. Did you even understand? These were people who have been like normal. All of you understand what I'm saying? We know that in our different communities, they will tell you tonight, 10 p.m., nobody should come out. Vigilante will be out. If you don't have anywhere to go, if you don't have anything, if there's no reason why you should be going anywhere in the middle of the night, don't go. They will stop you. Have you forgotten that? That was the idea. That was ESN. And the moment they were birthed, that is why those who are ESN members, they were known. They were people who would go into the forest. They will go on patrol. So if they sense any strange movements, they will alert other people. So if they need any reinforcement, so it's easier one community to another, they will bring themselves together. They will now mobilize. They will go after those strange movements. If they are Fulanis and their cows and their guns, they will chase them out. That was their job. That is what Fende acknowledged by Mbaka. That's why I said that a bad clock will always be right twice a day. Do you know what that means? You know, when your wall clock that stopped working, let's say your wall clock stopped working at 1 o'clock. The long hand on 12, the short hand on 1 o'clock. That's 1 o'clock, Abi. Then it stopped working. 2 o'clock is still 1 o'clock. Do you know that 1 o'clock, it will be 1 o'clock in the afternoon sometimes. It will be 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. in the morning sometimes. So which means if you look up and it says 1 a.m. and you check your time and it is 1 a.m., even though it's a bad clock, it will always be right at least twice a day. That is why Mbaka mentioned it. All our youths that help us to sweep the farm. And for the first time, our people are able to go to farm. This is the best year. So they were suffering in silence. When Nnamdi Kanu was screaming, shouting, hey, and that, many of you didn't understand. People were suffering. They couldn't go to their farms anymore. People who you know, our mothers and our fathers, who made their money, their little tokens from what they grow, and that's what they feed on, right? From this little money, they send their own children to school. Their children are graduates. Majority of them, they have no jobs now, right? So their source of income mostly is now what they do or what they get from their farms and their businesses like that. Now this came under attack since 2015. People are being killed like that. If they try to stop any Fulani terrorists grazing on their farms, they will just kill them. They will bush out them and all of that. They will warn them if anybody try anything. And this was ongoing. It wasn't reported. And whenever it was reported, they say others farmers clash. How could you say others and farmers clashed when the farmers was on his farm or on a farm? And then somebody with cows and gun encroached on that farm, invaded that farm, and the farmer said, no, you are destroying my crop. Leave my farm. Don't destroy my crop. And they kill him. And you turn around and say farmer and others clashes. How does that make any sense? That was murder. So people were suffering in silence. Nnamdi Kanu was screaming. Many of you who are even Biafrans yourself, who have never been to Biafra land for so long, you felt like Nnamdi Kanu is too vile. Nnamdi Kanu is too raw. Nnamdi Kanu is this and that. Some of you even said, this Nnamdi Kanu don't dey mad. But your people were suffering in silence. They were there. Nobody was listening to them. Until the idea of let us protect ourselves. He brought the idea and they loved it and they launched it. Rather than them to get supported, they became targets. Because there are people known in communities. They are known. They go in there, they come back to their families. They are not committing any crime. Then in the city, politicians are giving powerful guns to cultists, to political criminals. And they are giving them a uniform to go out there and commit crime that nobody will arrest them for. And then they blame the ESN for it. See how they twist it. See how they change the narrative. See how difficult it is for so many of you to even believe this truth. See how difficult it is for you to believe it. Because they've done number on you. Even when they've given you no single tangible evidence. They are killing people. They are hiding it. Now, they are killing so much that they cannot hide the number. That's why they said the reason why they are killing them is because they support the ESN. How could ESN be enemy? The people who are helping, they didn't say Nigerian military help them chase Fulani terrorists. Oh, they didn't say Nigerian police. Oh, they said ESN helped them to return back to farm. How could you hate such people? How could they make you hate them because you didn't understand them? How could they get away with that? And how could they make you underplay every soul, every life killed by these criminals? How did they get away with that, Ma? How? It's a big question. And as I'm talking to you today, you are watching me in your bedroom. You are watching me in your car. You are watching me currently in your office. You are watching me in your different comfort zones. The people of Orlu, the people of Ozu. You know what? It's just like there. I'll share that with you. This is what it feels like to be in Ozu, to be in Imo State, to be in any part of Imo State right now. This is what it looks like. Oh
God. Oh God. Hey. Hey. What be
So if you are a mother, if you are a parent, if you are a human being, do you really think they deserve what happened to them? And do you also believe that nobody should be held responsible for that action? Would you believe that nobody should be held responsible for that? That's how they kill and kill. Today, they've killed as many as possible. And in Nigeria of today, like Oke Bakassi described, it is a sad tale. Listen to this.
Will they get job? The answer is no. Imagine if you summon all the lawyers we have in Nigeria, will we select the Attorney General that we have now?
Come on. With all the sons we have.
These are the questions. We have compromised standard and we are paying with our safety. And we are going to clap for them until 2023. Just because people are come from a certain place and they should play with our safety. That is what is happening. What they are telling you is that they can come anywhere and take anywhere. But the point is that let them be fast.
They should take everywhere.
Oh yeah, let them take it now. Between now and 2023. Because their backers will leave by then. No, if they better hurry up. They better hurry up. If they want to take the whole of Kaduna and not, let them take now. Before 2023.
So it will not stop there. Because they will come further down.
Bro, listen, let me tell you. No crime happens without cover at the top. And the people covering them will leave by 2023, whether they like it or not. Because the people of this country were fed up. We cannot have these people continue beyond 2023. Because if they want to burn down the place, there will be people who will be willing to do it with them. You understand? So let whatever they want to take, if they want to take half now, if they want to come and occupy a barrack, let them be occupying it now. Because those people who are giving them cover will leave. Look, there are certain people who will not touch the corridors of power. If those of us who are sane have our way.
Of course.
We are taking note of them now. Their silence, the role they are playing, even if some of them are from the south, the co-conspirators, we are taking note of them.
We're watching.
We are watching them. Are they going to run for offices? Are we going to keep quiet? There will come a time when they will come cap in hand begging for votes. We will speak.
As long as they don't need.
They will remind them of their
goals. We will speak.
And what they have done.
We will speak.
Which is what we said earlier.
All these things is there's a grand conspiracy, be it of silence or accomplice or whatever, but people know what they are doing with our collective national security. Look at, never in the history of this country has our psyche been this damaged, this compromised. Because what we are telling the sub-region is that militiamen from Togo can come and take part of Lagos.
100%. We don't even see the bigger picture.
Because if the ragtag bandits, as you call them, can come and...
It was a long conversation. And indeed, there are people who have realized that Nigeria is gone. And one lovely thing I also know is that even when people are not really talking, many of you, you know that it is because your government is backing the terrorists. And your government is jailing and killing activists. Many of you can't say it publicly. But there are many of you who are waiting that may them do waiting they won't do now. When the people giving them the backing are no longer there, I don't know. Then you will see waiting go happen. So last, when is Nigeria not going to explode? Last. A country that jail activists and reward terrorists is a Taliban country. Some of you are just not in the know yet. And as it is, we believe that Buhari is doing a great job. He's making everybody see the reality, the picture clearer. Some people are bidding their time. They are waiting for a time that they will get the final signal. But I am actually imploring all of you, my friends. I am asking you to know the reason why we have this Mayegun's Diary Politico. It is to digitally keep the record of all the crimes that these criminals are committing. Now that they feel like they are untouchable, invincible, they have all the money, they control it all. I want you to please, even when you have a Stockholm syndrome that affects you from remembering, on Mayegun's Diary Politico, we will keep it in the diary. Just like this one. Amechi, the man, or let's go to that of Amechi. The man that want to be president. The man that decided to link Nigeria to Niger Republic while millions of Nigerians continually fall into poverty. He said he wants to be president. And then something happened. He visited another thief who is now their party chairman. Baba, I came here to see you. Good morning, sir. Okay, sorry. Baba, I came here to see you. Good morning, sir. I want to be president. But they say if you look at when they now sat, at the back of this, all these chairs, they said those bags, waiting there inside them. And immediately Amechi left. I was leaving. They say, Baba, you see, look at your left. Can you spot, look at the right. They don't pay them your money. So the point here is this. Even if somebody tells you that Nigeria is going to work, I'm talking about those motivational speakers. I'm talking about those aspire to acquire, require to maguire, expire to perspire, and all those ones where they tell you that motivational speakers. Listen to me. If you let anybody use motivational speaking and all the rest of that to continue to hold you down to when Nigeria will happen to you, now your fault, oh. It is not the fault of that person, oh. I bet that many of you remember this guy. He's a pastor in Nigeria. Very, very prominent. He is like others. Always ask you to pray for Nigeria. I mean, he even had their prophecies many times. What to be his name again? He was always telling you to pray for Nigeria because Nigeria is going to be great one day. Last, Baba don't relocate in family, go America. If Nigeria go great, make una make am great. If you no go great, make it no make am great. It's no longer his business. Now he can run his Sam Adeyemi. He's a correct guy. Oh, I like him. Oh, I actually like him. Oh, seriously, I like him. But I'm talking about those who have used, including him, who have told you in the past. You see, this country is a very intelligent man, very, very intelligent guy. But all in all, everybody done the jar. If Nigeria go day, may Nigeria better. If Nigeria no go better, may Nigeria no go better. They will be praying for Nigeria from abroad. Just like many, many of you, my brothers and sisters, who are also patriotic Nigerians from abroad. You are loving Nigeria from abroad. My brother, one way he came. You see, this is where I get angry, right? I'm not angry. I get kind of okay, I'm angry. Yeah. When you will see people who know the truth, They are living abroad, or they left Nigeria, or they are not going to Nigeria, okay? If not, some of them have never been to Nigeria for the past 10 years, 15 years. So they are abroad. So, and I don't know how it's so convenient for you to be those who love Nigeria from abroad, okay? Because it's hypocrisy, you know that. You can't stay abroad and continue to say, I love my country. And then when people talk about all the vices and the criminals who have wrecked the country, then you get triggered. My friend, that's why I said one Wiri came. I don't know if the Wiri is watching me now. He's a Wiri. And he came. He said, stop this nonsense, Mayegun. Because you are abroad, you think you can be talking and talking and talking and the rest of that. Why don't you come back to Nigeria? I say, Olori Bunye, Egbon, Babatunde, something. I say, he's watching me. Maybe he's watching me right now. Olufonye. You dey America. Because I had to go and check him. Baba, the Wiri dey Texas, oh. The Wiri dey Texas. Now one old Wiri like that. He said, talking about Yoruba nation, talking about all this I've told you so far, it's nonsense. Why can't you just do everything to work together as a people? Nigeria is a great country. Nigeria will never break. You this Mayegun, all this nonsense you are saying, all this you want to break Nigeria from, you want to cause war. Olufoni, Olori Bushon, like somebody just said now. Olori Bushon, Olori daughter. Where you that? Texas, Longbe. Texas. We were in Texas. Ti nothing 24/7. Ti omi ti run 24/7. Ti ọ̀nà ti wà okay 24/7. Ti security ti wà 24/7. Ti wèrè gan mi ò rò pé ó ń ṣiṣẹ́. Olórí bú ẹ bóyá òun wò mí ń sìn yẹn mo lè máa wò mí o. Olórí bú ẹ wà ní Texas. Ó ń ṣe big man. Olórí ẹbí. You are doing big man from America. The wèrè is in America. And he's comfortable there. I love my country from Texas. You see, we all need to come together, stop all these things. We should all come together and make Nigeria better. All these leaders, let us vote them out. Honestly, I mean, for real. Oh, well, America, you are in America, where you have everything sorted for you. And you are loving Nigeria from America. Like, question ni omi ti sọ pé olórí burúkú ni ẹ o. Mo sọ pé ṣó kì í ṣe olórí ibú tó ń love Nigeria from America, tó ń love Nigeria from London, where you know that if anything happened to you or any member of your family that requires solid medical attention, PIM ambulance is here to take care, to take you to, to take your family member to hospital for medical attention. You are not going to go and do Bambi Allah on Facebook and start writing long story. I don't usually do this, but I want to plead with you, my friends, ladies and gentlemen. If you are reading this, please don't stroll, don't pass this without reading or sharing. My father, who worked for Nigeria Railway for 37 years, is retired. Now he has what did they call that thing? Ipa no serious. What did they call Ipa in English? You know that thing where they be the third, where one of your, you know, this ball sack, your scrotum. Being a scrotum, I always kind of Ipa. See, my baba get, oh no, Ipa is not. Baba get what do you call it? Kidney problem. That's a serious one. Kidney problem. Baba is going to die. Except we see 15 million because we need to take Baba to India. Person will work for Nigeria Railway for 37 years. In retirement, Otidoloshi. He cannot go to hospital. And he will never have the opportunity of going to the hospital. You know it. In America, you are there in America, Canada, everywhere. Some of you, you have voters card in Nigeria. You are living in America, living in the UK, living in Canada. And you, Olori Brukus, you know why I'm using Olori Brukus for you? It's because you are living in a safe place. And you are validating the death trap. That's also where your own family member lives, in that contraption. And even with that living in comfort zone. No, I no be Ania be the one where they day here. We say they say na code the cosa code that be waiting Ania stone. No, I'm talking about Ipa, correct Ipa. Sorry, I didn't read it earlier. Ipa, correct one. Is that Ania? You see, English I do. Now so Yoruba self I do. Well, I'm happy that I have people here we understand English better than me. But it's good, it's a good thing. You are in America, you have access to all of these things. And you are praying for people in Nigeria to have the same thing. No be mental, be that. How do you want me to address you? You are in America, you are not praying for healthcare. You are not praying for protection, police. You are not praying for job. You are not praying for education. Ẹ̀gbọ́n aláyé bàjẹ́. You are not praying for the things that Nigerians are praying for. And you are sitting down in America, you call this nonsense? People are dying. And you are saying it's nonsense. Nonsense. Nigeria cannot break. We know that pé tó bá fi dá títí yín, Nigeria ò ní break. At least nígbà tí bàbá ti wà l'America. But what you don't know is that something gbedi, there's something called gbedi. Gbedi carry yansh. Gbedi. The carry yansh will carry you. You will buy ticket. You go to that contraption. And the reality will set in. Say, kí ni mo wá ṣe Nigeria torí Ọlọ́run. Jésù. Ọlọ́run ẹ jọ̀ọ́, wọ́n ti gbé Kẹ́mi o. Wọ́n ti gbé ìyàwó mi o. Kí la wá ṣe Nigeria torí Ọlọ́run. What did you come to do in Nigeria? They have taken my wife. Hey, they've taken my, they told us that reality. That is when this drama king, as you call me, this Mayegun doing nonsense, this my nonsense will become reality. And you begin to say, Jesus where call in America. It's only in Nigeria that they call on God to come and do what man can do. In America, if they take your wife, who are you going to call? You will call the security. Now, that reality will set in. You are telling Nigerians to be praying for things you have access to, and you call yourself patriotic. You are not patriotic. You are hypocrites. If nobody has told you that, I am telling you right now. You see everything we are talking about. There are criminals behind it. And the criminals behind them are those that are holding Nigeria together. So if we have to rely on you, of course, Nigeria will never break. Now it will remain the same forever. But reality will push you. As usual, it will push you. You will come back and say, kí ni mo lọ ṣe Nigeria Ọlọ́run? Wetin I go do for Nigeria? Hey, if they release my wife, I will never come back to this country. You see? So why are you living in denial? We don't tawakalitu, we don't boluwaduro, we don't accept say anywhere we belle face now front. Do you understand? Anywhere we belle face now front. And we want to decide where our belly go face. We don't want anybody. They use remote control. They direct us to the slaughterhouse. Nigeria is a slaughterhouse. Agreeing with what it is right now is like agreeing to being led into the slaughterhouse. That's a choice that you should think twice before you continue to agree to it. That you are living in America, living anywhere in the part of the world, does not spare you. No, you're not safe. You are not safe. You are not spared. What Nigeria is becoming is that the terrorism capital of the world, and they are telling you to get used to it. And people like us say, no, get used to waiting. I be willing. Get used to what? Get used to being kidnapped. So that I go just sleep one day. They go say, terrorists don't kidnap 300 school children, Dogbolu. Oh boy. That is what they want you to become. But some of you prefer to live in that alternative world, which is not real. Nigeria is not real. What Nigeria wants you to believe in is not real. And in the process, they are committing heinous crimes. And I want you to know that. I want you to know that. I want you to note it too. And I want you to sing it on the mountain everywhere. Nigeria is killing our own people because they choose not to agree with the current arrangement. How is that a crime? For you to say, I don't want to agree with this jihadist arrangement. So you must never be swayed. You must never be hoodwinked. You must never be manipulated, and you must never allow them to do that to you. Because that's what they do to you all the time. Manipulation of information in order to kind of direct the narrative. And it is a very strong one. It would have been nothing if people are not dying. People are dying, and they are justifying the crime. They want you to talk about election. They want you to talk about this or that. They don't want you to talk about the crime they are committing. I want you to remember the crime they are committing, because that is what we see them to jail. I know many of you did that. You did this to me now, Abi. You know, do did you do this to me, or you didn't do that? I know you did. When I mentioned the jail, they will go to jail. That's why you have to keep the record and make you not let anybody preach forgiveness, forget and forgive. Now, Robrio, Oyibo colonized us, brutalized us, bullied our ancestors, forced them into slavery, did so many unimaginable things to them. Oyibo can't give us Bible, can't give us Quran. They can't teach us forgiveness. Oyibo can't say, you should learn how to forgive. Jesus forgave all of us. That is why they get problem with religion. No offense, because I talk about everything. I stop everywhere where my direction take me. You get them? They dehumanized us. They now gave us religion, which many people agree that eventually they led us to God. I appreciate that, your relationship with your God. It is the same concept here, where people are committing crime because they believe they could get away with it. And this crime they are committing is called ethnic cleansing. It is targeted, and people are being slaughtered for it. Don't let anybody teach you forgiveness. Forgiveness is mine, this and that, all those quotes. Don't let anybody buy it with you. They will go to jail. Even if they are dead, their bones, they will be convicted for their crimes posthumously. You know what I mean? So that you can easily say, the people they are going to parade as your heroes, the people they are going to tell you that they did so much for your Nigeria, they are murderers, they are killers, real criminals. And you must never forget that in your memory, so that you will never continue to honor and worship criminals, murderers, genocidists, and all these bloodthirsty, cold-hearted rogues who have used Nigeria to express their bloodthirsty personalities. Don't let anybody turn around and say, let's just forgive them. God, our Lord Jesus Christ. Don't do that. Don't join them and campaign for this. Because they are children. Children. They must know what their fathers, their mothers, what they did, how they cut short the life and the future of those who could make the indigenous countries in Nigeria of today better than you can imagine. And that is a crime against humanity. Put it on record, put it in your diary, write something about it, go on social media, write your own article about it, and don't let their propaganda continue to sway you. And to you, my brothers and sisters in Yoruba land, do you see how I've been mixing the whole thing together, the whole pieces together? We are also right there in the shovel. We are dying, and we can't even stand to protect ourselves. You know that. Igbowo rose and said, let's defend ourselves. They put a fatwa on him. They said he must be killed. And today, they sent him to exile. They killed 2 people in his house. And they would have killed more if we haven't raised the alarm enough to at least put them off or put them on note for now, until when they feel like, oh yeah, let's do it now. We have done it in Igbo land. Nobody's talk. Igbo politicians, Igbo political leaders, you are seeing your own grave destroyed by your greed, your self-centeredness and selfishness. You are collaborating in executing your own children just because of this temporary comfort or temporary gratification or temporary remuneration that they will give to you. This is your future. These people they are killing are the future that so many of you probably will want to dream of and see your own children living. When they kill them, your graves is what's being destroyed. But I bet you, even if you continue to collaborate with them, when the people will push back, they know those who will stand by them, those who stand with them, and those who supported them, those who speak out for them. And if there's any better time for all of you to stop playing politics with this whole thing and stop this bloodletting and bloodbath and all of that going on in this carnage going on in Eastern Nigeria, there's no better time to speak out now. There's no better time to stop the politics of this whole thing. There's no better time to end it than now. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Release him. Do everything you can because he's committed no crime. Release him and deal with the criminals who have targeted Biafrans, who have destroyed Biafran businesses, who have targeted young women and children. Bring back that fire. Bring back that trust. Bring back something that is same. To put it this way, bring it back. Bring back that camaraderie, as they call it. Bring back that unity. Bring back that representative. Show that leadership. Nnamdi Kanu is being punished for a crime he didn't commit. And they are killing innocent people for this right now. If you don't speak up, when people push back, when people fight back, when their anger and rage begins to consume those who have come for their blood, their anger, their rage will consume you too. There's no better time to speak out than now. I actually wanted to take calls earlier tonight, but I won't. I will take one tomorrow, or even organize people's forum tomorrow, where we will continue to monitor the carnage going on in Eastern Nigeria. The people responsible, Buhari, Malamu, the government of Nigeria, the Nigerian military chiefs, the Nigerian Air Force chief, the Imo State governor, Ebonyi State governor, and put all the governors in Eastern Nigeria in this bracket as well. Everything going on in Eastern Nigeria is them. And if they don't stop it, they shouldn't think it will only consume their people, because it will consume them too. And when the whole fire start consuming them, there will be no one from this Boko Haram's team to defend or save them. We say this because it is too much. You just need to see it, to feel it. I don't think you want to experience it before you will believe it. But again, we'll continue to follow it again, and we'll continue to bring updates on that. They are not stopping. They continue the killings. And you should please pay attention, report it, escalate it, let the world know. And when you do that, don't forget, I always add the names of those responsible. I just gave you some. Do more researches, say them out, put them in your diary, because they will never go unpunished. The last request is this: release Nnamdi Kanu and stop this carnage. And start the conversation around what? Around this, the marginalization that brought about this whole thing in the first place, right? In my own opinion. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time. I'm going to stop here tonight, and I'm going to see you some other time. If you probably watched with me to this point, you can take your time to still like the video, share it if you haven't, and I'm going to see you again. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Máyégún ti dé.
súnrakì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àníyàn súnrakì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àníyàn súnrakì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àníyàn súnrakì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àníyàn súnrakì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àníyàn súnrakì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àníyàn súnrakì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àníyàn súnrakì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o ákàmù. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnrakì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.